Yo, what's up? This is Greg. Today we're going to go over how to change out your headlight bezel on your four-door or wagon 1978 to 1988 Cutlass. First you take off the grill, then you take off the blinker, you can take off the bezel. It's a super simple project. While I'm at it, I'm going to check my blinker lights because they haven't been working properly. The ones in the center these ones have, but the ones on the side haven't been seated. So I'm gonna see if I can use some electrical tape to get them better in there. So what I've got is I've got the new bezel here. The other one's cracked. I kind of used some JB weld on it as a temporary replacement. Luckily these are super easy to find. I found mine on eBay. It was like 40 bucks. I've got just a screwdriver with a bunch of bits. I've got my electrical tape. So we start off by taking off the grill. There's 5 bolts. Factory, I think they came with either Phillips head or they came with Torx head bits. Mine is actually a left-hand grill on the right side. So it's lined up in 3 anchor points. The 4th anchor point is broken, but it's the same idea for either kind of grill. So we'll go over that real quick. You get the blinker off, we'll get the bezel off, we'll change them off, check the blinker light. So there's 2 screws that hold the blinker in, which have to come off before the bezel. One down here, up here. Take those off now. Alright, so for whatever reason, the blinker's not coming out. Let me take off the bezel. Let's see what we got going on here. 3 screws that hold on the bezel. 3 screws that hold on the bezel. 1, 2, 3. This bottom one is an aftermarket screw. It's got a Phillips head. The other 2 were already on there. And those are Torx head bits, so I'll take those off right now. Remove the old bezel. That was my bad. Bezel actually has to come off for the blinker. Got my bezel and my blinker attached right here. I've got the blinker light right here. It just twists out of this socket here. Like that. And then there's 2 nuts on the inside of the bezel. Got a 7/16 inch wrench, and they just come off of these plastic attachments here. Just like that. You can take the old blinker out. Pop it in the new bezel. And screw these bolts on. Screw these nuts on. Do that now, and we'll put it back in. We'll check that blinker light. Just make sure everything works properly. Okay, so it looks like my blinker actually is working. Seated properly. It's a blue light. I just did that in a pinch. You're normally going to want amber to show up with your amber blinker. So I've got the new bezel with the blinker attached. and we're gonna get the light in here, and we're gonna attach everything back together. So for whatever reason, the blinker works now, but as soon as I kind of put it in the slot, it stops working. So I'm gonna just put some electrical tape around it. Another thing that might be a problem with your blinker is it's polarized, so it only works one way. If for some reason your blinker is not working, take the bulb out and flip it 180 degrees to try and get the polarity right, and then it should work as long as the bulb is functional. Alright, so everything's working. I'm gonna pop this back on here and go and fix the blinker on the other side, because that also needs to get taped. And one thing I wanted to mention was these anchor points for my grill are kind of janky and they're kind of breaking. This plastic one is kind of falling off. So I have these that I got from the auto parts store. They're just called headlight panel retainers. And I'm gonna put those into the holes so I can get my screws in there. I'm gonna replace this one right here. Looks like that goes in easy. I'm gonna take this plastic one out that's loose and put a new metal one in there. These ones seem fine. I'm not using this one because I have the opposite side grill on here, so the middle doesn't line up. But both the grills are generally the same, except for that one caveat, you know. So I would recommend, if you could find either side grill and you need to replace one, just replace it anyways. And this looks like it's kind of wearing away, so you know, I'm gonna need some sort of epoxy or something to fix that, but we're not gonna worry about it now because the grill is fine with just 3 anchor points. So thanks for watching my video. Put everything all back together.